Hello, everyone. Welcome on this very, very cold evening that I have right now, and I'm freezing. We will just sit here as we start to get people coming in. Maybe they will come and join me. And Casper's groaning in the background because he doesn't want to do this. Hey, Angel, how's it going? Thanks, Angie. You're a legend. You know that. Oh. Okay, so look what I have my hands on. Would you believe I've had these for 2 days and I still haven't done anything with them other than take? Hey, Aspie. How's it going? Did you get snow? Did you end up with snow? I'm like, oh. But I got these and I hey, Claire. I got them 2 days ago and I still haven't put my hands on them, basically because I've been underneath a blanket cold. And I tried to use my polys yesterday and they were scratchy. Polys are never scratchy, but I think probably because it was 3 degrees when I was trying to do it. But I was like, whoa, so cold. But yeah, so I've got someone, they wish to remain anonymous, which is totally fine, sent me these. That still honestly blows my mind that that people want to do that and with no return in expectation. And I just, anyway, it blows my mind. And I've had them, and I was going to do a video and a first impression and all of that kind of stuff, and it was too cold. And I was like, oh. And yesterday I had a headache and a whole lot of things, and then today I've just been busy. And so I've kind of haven't got my hands onto it. Yeah, it's freezing there in Perth. Yeah, I'm like, my Queensland blood is not coping with this at all. And my house, I've got a 70s fibro house, which is not designed with insulation in mind. Oh, you're from New Zealand. Oh, here I am complaining about it being cold, and you're probably there in T-shirt and shorts, and it's the same temperature as mine is, and I'm whinging about being cold. But, Palmy, Angel, here we go. This is from New Zealand. These are from the New Zealand land. I'm going to turn this light down a little bit. I think it's a bit too much glare. From New Zealand land, possum. So when I went over to New Zealand, I was like, I am bringing back some possum, and I did. So these are my possum gloves. I love them dearly. But so it's kind of like, whew. So what I'm going to do tonight is you're going to have to sit there for the first little bit while everyone gets in. I'm going to swatch these and legit just admire them. Which is, oh, excuse me, which is, I just, like, look at them. And I'm like, yes, I have smelt them, and they smell like the wood aisle of Bunnings. It's just that fresh cut wood smell. It's so nice. And I'm like, oh. So I'm going to quickly swatch them, basically because I need to know what they're like and all of that good stuff. And then I'm going to have a go at using them and seeing how we go with that. So I've got pink white here, which you guys won't be able to see, and even I can't see. Oh, I can see a slight bit of the pink. I might bring it down a little bit so you might be able to see it a little bit better. But I'm like, is it too cold for my pencils to work in any semblance of a way? I don't know. Balmy 7 degrees. Yeah, well, it's 8 degrees here too. Oh, Gosh, I've got a, this is my, it is not an AFMAT in any way, shape or form. This is my Costco special. And I'm forcing the pencil into the hole on top of this. So this is Light Flesh, 10%. So I'm like, you're positively roasting at 11 degrees. Yeah, no, it's 8 degrees here. And I'm like, whew, she'd be cold. And I'm like, oh, she'd be struggling with this. Oh, got to force it out. All right, Indian yellow. Oh, broke a tip. Okay. Don't waste the luminance pencils. Gentle, gentle. It's got warmer in the last 50 minutes. Yeah, but your houses are probably insulated for this kind of weather. I'm like freezing my butt off. It's like, no. So to give you an idea, I've got the gloves, a jumper, another jumper on top, my kind of like, fleece pajama pants, my Ugg boots. And I'm like, it's just crazy. That's all right. I love the cold, except for when I'm like trying to hold pencils. Oh, see, I'm breaking these tips. No. So that tells me sharp tips are not going to be my friend with these guys. Oh, bomb is always a little bit wrong, yes. It's usually colder than what bomb says. All right, this is dark cadmium orange. And I'm like, yes. And like, I'm just loving the idea. Like my professional, my light fast pencil set is getting bigger, which is like crazy. All right, we've got an Astrakone Carmine. Did you know that this pigment, an Astrakone quinone, is also used in laxatives? Just thought I'd tell you that. Just a bit of side information for you. All right, Quinacridone Purple, 12 degrees. How am I colder? Oh, yeah, but you're Perth. So, oh no, you're New Zealand. How am I colder than New Zealand? I'm in Queensland. I know, I'm a bit excited, Claire. Like, I'm like, woo. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. And this is cool. So quinacridone is used in art, and it's a translucent pigment. So you can kind of see that translucency in this. It's not a very super opaque color, and it's used to tone a lot of other colors if you don't want to use black. All right, we've got Hibiscus Pink. Hey, Azra. Oh, yeah, I had Red Sky Delight tonight. Red sky delight, say red sky at night, sailor's delight. Total red sky tonight. So Hibiscus Pink. I don't take a long time to swatch, so you won't have to put up with this for too long. What do we got next? We've got Violet Pink. And then I was like, oh, do people actually want to see the chemical compound that makes up the ketone structures or the base polycyclic compounds that are the base structures of these pigment colors? And I'm like, Temmie, no one wants that. Oh, all right. We've got Herculaneum. Oh, you want to see it? Okay, yeah, we knew you would, Aspie. All right, I'll show you in a sec. Let's get these done. And I'm like, all right, we've got Terra Cotta. That's an easy one. Oh, you're done with assignment 2. Awesome, Azra. That's great to hear. Feeling good about it? All right. Dark flesh, 40%. And yeah, I'm like, where is this Queensland weather thing coming from? All you southerners have blown up your cold air up here. We should be doing it the opposite way. You should be putting the hot air down to you. All right, Carmine Lake. Oh, don't throw the pencil. Oh, this could get dangerous. Well, it's a bit scratchy, this one. Like not scratchy, brittle, but it's also cold. Oh, Angie will be able to help you there, Azra. Angie used to be in the banking system, in the banking world. Dark indigo. I was talking about bankrolls with Dad the other night, Angie. We were talking about the old bank rolls and stuff like that. And I was thinking of you while I was doing it. Some of these are a little bit fatter than others. Like I have a bit more trouble getting them out of the sharpener. All right. Enderthrone blue. Oh, Angie's puffing it up to you. Oh yeah, we know. I lit Claire. If you watch back my last video, I was using Caput Mortem, and I either call it Dead Man or Dead Man's Purple for Caput Mortem Violet. It is in fact Dead Man. Bleu de Nine. Yeah, I struggle to call it Caput Mortem. I just want to call it Dead Man or Dead Man's Purple. I can't speak English, but give me some Latin and I'm all over that. Ultramarine. Yeah, these are the Caran Dache portrait set. I was lucky enough to be gifted this from a subscriber, which still totally, yeah. So I've got the link for the Aussies and the New Zealanders, probably where you could find these the cheapest, which is at Cult Pens. I love the Latin. Oh, I love the Latin too. All right. So Chrysocolla blue. I'm nearly done with the 20 portrait, and then I've got the 4 extra colours. All right. Middle verdigris. Thanks, Angie. And then Chromium Oxide green. So I see a lot of people, talking about the names that these pencils are called, the Caran Dache, and obviously the things like anthraquinone and all of that. But these are artist grade pencils, so when they actually name them this, they're not worried about calling it some fancy pretty name. They're trying to be as accurate as possible to let people know what pigments are in them, so that knowing, like for me, knowing that that's quinacridone, I know that that's more of a translucent pigment. And I've got Dark Flesh 5% here. And it lets, like, you know, the coloured pencil artists know what the pencil's going to do, or how to use it. Carpe diem, yes, seize the day. All right, we've got Dark Flesh. They don't remind me of Prismas. Like, I mean, I'm not colouring with them yet. They more remind me of the light fast pencils, which makes a lot of sense. All right, Natural Russet. Not sure. What time is it, Azra? It is 8 o'clock at night. And then the last one is Dark Phthalocyanine Green. And they would have to, things like the cadmium that they've used and the phthalocyanine and stuff, they have to make it clear that they've got those pigments in them, because there is toxicity attached to them. But along with the toxicity comes the light fastness. They haven't been able to successfully produce a synthetic pigment that has the same standard of light fastness. All right, piece of paper. Piece of paper. All right, pencil. Okay. So the basic structure of the polycyclic acid that most of the polycyclic compound that most of these come from are, I got to remember how to draw this. All right. I've got a benzene. Okay. My ketone. Sorry, it's been a while since I've drawn an organic compound, so you'll have to bear with me. All right. So this is the basic one, or the ketone. So a ketone is the double bonded oxygen. And these benzenes here, so this one here, which is a benzene, makes it aromatic, what they call an aromatic compound. So generally a lot of these are used in things that will also produce some kind of aromatic. But it's the derivative that comes off here that turns it into a quinone or a quinacridone or an anthraquinone, all of those kinds of things is how this comes off. Now, I wouldn't be able to remember them off the top of my head in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, it is. It's really pretty. And but this is called a polycyclic acid. I keep wanting to say acid. It's a polycyclic organic compound, which basically means many circles. But yeah, so that's basically the breakdown of the pigment, and it's just obviously what the derivative that's coming off here gives it its different ones. But there you go. There's a quick chemistry lesson for you all. I'll get back to the boganism now. Oh, was I out of frame? Did I not show you? Was I out of frame for all of that? Oh no. Hold on, I'll come back. I gotta find it. There we go. Is it back in frame now? Sorry. So yeah. So that was my quick little chemistry lesson. but yeah, so that's the base of most of the pigments that are used in artist pigments. Sorry. And yeah, it's that little bit that decides what kind of what kind of characteristics the compound has. But yeah, so there you go. That was it. Because yeah, I whenever people are like, you know, struggling over the quinacridone and all of that kind of stuff, I'm like, no, I can do that. I just can't do things like words like lake. They're the ones that I struggle over. But yeah, so that was my little science lesson with Miss White. Oh, hello, my darling boy. Here we go. He's just woken up. Hello, Winchester. He's like, no, we don't want to do this today. We don't want to do this. No. All right, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Okay. He's like gone. Yep. Out of.
Yeah, I'm just working him up.
He's like, I don't want to speak to you right now. Where did I put the page I'm going to colour? Oh, there it is.
A little mad makes the work.
Okay. So I'm going to do a henna Lynn. Now, the reason why, and it's the same as the other day, is I actually need to get a few done. But I didn't want to go in. I was going to pull out a portrait. And I'm like, I don't want to go in first time with these pencils and be really nervous about trying to knock out like an intense portrait. And I'm like, no, I just want to play. And no worries. I just want to play. So I'm like, I'm going to do that and not worry too much about trying to make it perfect, if that makes sense. I hope it does. All right. So let's lay these babies down on some paper. All right. Whew. Okay. Alrighty. We got dark flesh 5%. I'm nervous. Now I'm using my paper that I tend to like, which is the Canson drawing paper. It's a medium tooth paper. I didn't even think about putting a link to it. Most people don't like toothpick paper on this planet, just me. But I thought if I'm going to give how I feel a feel for these pencils, I want to do it on a paper I'm familiar with. So so I'm like, figured I will give it a good go. Yeah, this is Canson drawing. So she's thin, like she's a thin paper, but she's toothy. She got some bite. I'm like, okay.
Hey, Winchester. I'm sorry for waking you up.
Yeah, they are. They're the top of the range, Azra. So generally, like for me, mostly I will use them for art as well as colouring. But yeah. Hey May, how's it going? Like, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, wait up. That has to be curled because otherwise our eyelid's going out there somewhere. I don't know how this is drawn, but okay, we're going to go with that. My cheapest pencils, I've got a $1 set here that I've got for $1. I am actually going to review them at some point on my channel. I'm challenging myself to use a set of $1 pencils and see what I can do with it. But my favourite budget pencils are the ones from Aldi. They're not expensive and I really like them. So if you get an opportunity to get to Aldi and get the 36 set of Create Place ones, I really rate them. I think they're really good. Yeah, it's cold, hence why I'm sitting here in possum gloves, because I am slightly frozen. My tropical thin blood is not up to this cold snap we're having. When the southerners are warmer than me, something's wrong. Yeah, the Stadler. But like I've got a few of them. The Faber-Castell Black Edition's really nice as well. Yeah. I didn't even think about the paper, Angie. I'm like, no. It's just my paper. All right, let's go in with Light Flesh 10%. Oh, purple rabbit skin. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, no, I love my possum gloves. I'm like, I've got a blanket of possum too. And it's so funny because I've got a possum living in my roof at the moment, and because they're native to us, they're a protected species. So I just have to suck up the fact that I've got a possum living in my roof. Whereas you guys make nice warm fur out of them. No worries, Azra. Have a good night, doll. Yeah. It's only a single bed one because it's crazy expensive, man. It's like, whoa. But I suppose you'd have to catch a lot of possums to get the fur. So it's kind of like, all right, well, have a nice evening. And I'll see you next time. And good luck with your assignments and stuff. So what's everyone got planned for the weekend? I'm like, I think me getting out of bed in the morning is going to be not a high probability. I think I may, in fact, just chillax in bed. I've got a feeling. Oh my. I think that's my plan. I've got to go out in the afternoon. But other than that, I don't have much planned for this weekend. I'm going to relax. So I'm like, okay, let's come in with some. Ooh, join knit for a day in public. Ooh. Oh, Aspie, you're hilarious. Yeah, you'll send me a photo of you in 10-degree weather and t-shirt and shorts, and I'll be like, yeah, go away. So I'm going to put the pink white, or whatever it is, in the highlight areas. But yeah, I think these remind me of the light fast pencils. Or it could be just that it's freezing cold and they're. All right. Let's go in with, what do I want to use? I think I might go in with Carmine Lake, which kind of gives me Dead Man vibes. Just going to run it right along the edges. Yep. See, yeah. Yeah, see, actually, Angie's been released back into human land as of today. She's had 2 weeks away without the humaning. We've been lucky up in Queensland, or especially where I live. I haven't had too much issues with that. We only had a few weeks of lockdown, so we were very, very lucky. But Angie's allowed to go back into the real world now. This hairline here is annoying, but anyway. No. Yeah. I don't like humans. Although Georgia and I went for a cast audition today an ensemble audition, chorus audition for Cinderella, just with a local players group. And lo and behold, I've been asked, I'm not cast. They did the cast auditions a couple of weeks ago. I didn't even know about it. Lo and behold, as soon as she met me, she's like, I've got the perfect thing for you, and I'm going to be the village market crier to start it off. No surprise there. Foghorn Leghorn has been declared, and that is apparently what I'm going to do, as well as obviously the chorus. And then I've got a feeling, because she was getting Georgia to do a bit of waltzing, I've got a feeling Georgia's going to be happy that she's going to probably get to wear a puffy ball dress. I'll probably get dressed as a man. But, oh, yeah. I like the humans I love too. I just don't want to deal with the humans I don't. Right, so that's a bit of that. Then I'm going to come in just with dark flesh, and I'm just going to run it right in that hairline area. This is annoying me. I want to fix this, but anyway, we'll work with what we got. No worries. Go get coffee, Aspie. Oh, hot chocolate. I wonder if the girls will make me hot chocolate.
I'll make you a hot chocolate.
Thank you. Says me, he's got a can of Pepsi Max here. But hot chocolate sounds good. All right. Let's go back in with Dark Flesh 5%. It's like, so it comes out here and then it's like there, like it's the end of her face, but it's just the way the hair's done because this is the eyelash here. Yeah, it's just weird. But anyway, I'm just being picky. Asper, you're funny. Yeah, I know, and I can never remember what the colours are. Beige red's one of them, but I don't know the other names. It's like, seriously? But I do agree that probably what they've labelled as dark flesh is not in fact dark flesh. Whereas at least with the Caran Dache, their dark flesh is a dark flesh colour. Basically, with the polys, their dark flesh was a dark pink colour. It's probably not the most accurate naming for them. All right, I'm going to be, let's see how I go with this. I'm going to be a bit brave. Oh, nice. Yeah, I really should write them down because I always forget about it. I'm going to go in with, what am I going in with? Medium cadmium yellow. And I'm just going to bring a little bit of this down here because she's looking up there. Sun's coming out, rainbow. I'm not going overboard. This isn't a portrait. Remember that, Tammy? This is just the Henelin. Yeah, and it is actually lighter than mid-flesh. Yes, true. Hey, Christina. How's it going? Oh, is dark flesh is salmon. Well, there you go. I'm like, learning. All right, let's come back in with light flesh. Medium flesh is coral. Yeah, and it's light flesh, it's beige red or something, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah, light flesh is beige red. Yeah. Yes. You typed before you asked. That's all right. That's what the beauty of lag. Yeah. My light flesh and my medium flesh are, they're about halfway down. So they'll probably get replaced at sometime soon. But my art store here, I think I said that the other day, they probably still got it as the old name anyway. I'm like, whatever. I will work with what I have. But I should write them down. Here, I should do that now while we're talking about it. Hold on. Instead of just saying I'm going to, let's do it. I've got the swatch book right beside me. Okay. Let's go. So, where are they? Where are they? Am I like staring in? Oh, over here. Gosh. Okay. So light flesh is beige red. Dark flesh was salmon. And medium flesh is coral. Look at that. Done. Gosh, I'm good. I can smell hot chocolate. Whew. Oh, wrong one. Marilyn, good morning for you. Now you're going to tell me you're about to go for a run and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, me too. In my sleep, like Casper does. I'll just go like this. That'll work.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, my darling. Hot chocolate. These are all up in the...
I put it in your special thing.
In my special mum cup that I can't turn over. It says, Mum, I love you more than the dog loves walks. But I can't turn it over. Hey, Dee, how's it going? All right. Going in with pink, white. Hello, Winchester. What are you doing? Are you chasing my poncho? Are you chasing my tassels? Hey, Andrew. I rarely drink. For me to drink a hot drink, it has to be cold. So I'm not a coffee or a tea drinker. So for me to actually have one, it is cold. Oh, that sounds like way too much effort and peopling, Marilyn. I'm like, whoa, that's a crazy day.
Good night.
Oh, good night, sweetheart. What are you going to bed this early for? Or are you just going in to watch TV? Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's Friday night. Oh, Georgia?
Yeah.
Did I tell you why they got you doing the waltz?
No.
Basically, they're looking at you to be a part of the cast that's going to be in the ball. So you get to wear a ball gown?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just going to be a pretty person that's trying to get the attentions of the prince.
Getting what?
You'll be one of the pretty ladies at the ball trying to get the prince to marry her.
No, I'm just going to dress up because I'm woman.
Yep, that's the role you're going to play. You're going to have to be one of those.
I know.
But yes. Oh, really, Winchester? Winchester has discovered if there is a box and I fits, I sits.
Oh, will I get to wear one of those big wigs?
I don't know. I don't know how, Blue. But you might.
So good night.
Good night, darling. All right, so let's see how she goes with, with the mic, how she goes with the Caran Dache. I always feel it's sound fancy when I say that. Caran Dache. Get away from my hot chocolate, Winchester. Get away from my hot chocolate. And my pencil, my sharpener don't want to work. Get away from it. Get away from my hot chocolate. Okay. All right. I know it's going to be shock to people, but I'm actually not a big fan of this blender. So I'm like, wonder how it'll go with the actual pencils. I'm not pressing super hard either because I don't want to completely burnish the tooth yet. Yes, Winchester? Oh, whoa! No! No. Oh my God, I thought I'd lost you guys because you jumped on my laptop.
I'll grab him now.
Oh, it's all right. I just didn't see him jump up there. It's okay. I just didn't see him jump.
Are you being a butthead, Winchester?
He is being a butthead.
You a butthead, Winchester? I guess not. Winchester, baby.
That's good. I'm glad you're all still here.
There's a lot more pencils there than I thought there would be.
Of this set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a small one.
There's only 24.
Yeah, I thought it was only like 12 pack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When?
But I can see these luminants working really nicely with the light fast, which is awesome because between the two, you've got 200 light fast pencils. Oh, that's no good, Andrew. Not at all. Oh, I think I was born itchy, which is great. Runs in our family.
Thank God we're not blood related.
Yeah. Just give you something else to complain about. All right. I'm going to go back over now with the light flesh 10% again. Oh, it's up to you. I like the light fast. If you like these Lumies, they've got a very similar feel. But no, you don't have to order anything. You can play with my light fast when you come up, when you're allowed to, and then you can decide. Don't be silly. Play with mine first. Yeah, that's it, May. I think they feel like they would work really well together, even though officially, you know, the light fast are considered oil and these are considered wax, which, you know, we all know that that's just a percentage basis thing. I think they would work really nicely together.
I'm going to say goodnight to everyone.
You going to bed, Winchester?
He is.
Okay. You're going to say goodnight? You say, good night, everyone. Good night. Okay.
Here it is. Oh, stop it. It's not the end of the world. Night-night.
I started with a kind of dark color out towards the edge, but she's a medium skin. I'd call her a medium skin tone, this one. I wouldn't call her fair, and I wouldn't call her a dark flesh. I'd just say she's been out in the sun a bit, because I've never used these pencils, so I'm just winging it, fully winging it. Yes, Winchester wants my hot chocolate. Winchester wants anything that a human eats. Although he went and got his vaccinations today, so he's a little bit, you know, hating the world. So I'm just going back over with pink white now in these highlight areas. Now, don't get me wrong, I could probably sit here and add about another 10 layers, I think, with this paper, but I don't think anyone wants to see that. So I'm going to go in while I've got it. I'm going to go in with that pink white and run it on her eyeballs. And then come over, because there's no white in this, so I'm going to have to use a Prisma White. Just run over that with a Prisma White just to knock back the pink a little bit. Well, there's no grey in this either. Oh, let's see how we work this. All right, I think I'm going to give her, based on the colours I've got, I can either give her blue, brown, or green eyes. I've probably done, I don't know, out here, I've probably done about 10 layers, but I kind of keep working over it. So you'll kind of see that I'm moving in circular motion and I'm going back over what I've done. So it's really kind of hard to keep an eye. I count on actual layers that I do. I just keep going until I think it looks sufficiently okay. And you'll feel when the paper will tell you that you're going to have to stop the layering. because it'll start, you'll feel it not gripping, if that makes sense. So you'll actually feel it start to just slide and not work with the pigment or anything that's underneath it. It'll feel slippery. All right, well, I'm going to go green. Green it is. All right. Kind of works with the fact that she's supposed to be like some leprechaun-y thing. All right. Let's go in with middle verdigris. Yeah, I will, May. I've got to make an order with the art store next week just to get the last few light fast pencils I need. And I was going to get the white, the buff titanium, and yeah, they were the two that I was going to get, just so I've got those ones there. But I'm not going to complain. This is, more than I thought I would have had. I'm going to go in with Chromium Oxide Green. What's the black like, May? Is it worth getting that as well? You love your buff titanium? I like your buff. I like it buff. All right. And then we've got our dark thylacynine green. Oh, hey, Belinda. How's it going? How are you going down there? You can be like all the other Southerners, judging the fact that I am in here with possum gloves on my hand and not coping with this cold. Just about anything black is blacker than poly. Yeah, but poly black isn't black. God, no. What's wrong, Casper? Oh, nice. That sounds good. Andrew? They usually have some pretty good sales. All right. Going to go back over. Oh, thank you. You have a third. Yeah, I've got the 40-kilo dog beside me on the bed just sighing because I'm not in bed and he can't be touching me because I'm at the desk. So he's not a happy thing. But yes, they do keep you warm. Although I felt bad for Casper last night and ended up actually getting out a blanket and putting it over the top of him. So yeah. Oh, it's just pathetic. Like, they think the world's ending. And then I went outside this morning at, I think, when did I wake up this morning? About 3 o'clock this morning. because the rats were having a field day. And my pet rats. So, I don't know, they were scratching in the cage, and I woke up. And I went out to see what was going on. And then I went outside just to see what it was like and stuff, and to inhale some nicotine. And it was, Cass would like put his head out the door, walked out and went, yeah, no. And was sitting back at the door going, yeah, I'll go back inside. I'm going back to bed. You're stupid enough to go out here. I'm not. And I'm like, you've got a hard life. All right, just going to go in with the Prisma White. Just get a bit of a reflection there. Might come back with that middle colour, which was that Chromium Oxide green. Just a little bit more blend up here. That's right, I can't spell save myself. Unless it's like Latin scientific words, and then I'm all over that. If you ask me to spell normal words, and I'm like, nope. Alrighty. Ashley, hello. 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 All right. So I'm trying to think what I can use, and this might be a mistake, but I'm going to go in with dark indigo. Where are you? Dark indigo, and I'm going to lightly run it along this. Nap before work, I can already. Yeah, that sounds like fair enough. Have you got a later start today? I know they've been working you hard this week. All right, back in with the Prisma White. Just to and out. And in the eye. All right. That'll do. That will do. That will do. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm taking off a layer. Go figure. He's getting me all hot and bothered in here. All right. Okay. All right. Probably because I've got candles burning and whatever. Things are slowly warming up. Okay. Think hair color. Let's go orange. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to go in first, surprisingly, with light flesh. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go in with light flesh. 10%, sorry. Isn't it? Yeah. Hey, Tavana. No, Danny, sorry. I had to look up and remember it was like, brain connections, neurons needed to fire for me to connect the names. Oh, my God, we got some Aussies going on in here. Look at us Aussies having a great Friday night. Woo! We're wild. Watch us party. Woohoo! We're going wild. I won't do all the hair. I'll do some. All right. Maybe another curl. Just one more. I wonder if she like pin curled these. They were rag curled or something, because it's like she's got some super curls going on here. Yeah, we surely know how to party. I've done a beanie. Oh, nice. Well, I've got a whole lot of chunky wool up here, Belinda, that I've been planning to make a arm knit blanket thing out of for the last couple of years. Still haven't done that. Still in a box downstairs. But these fingers and my hand-eye coordination were not designed to hold a knitting needle or a crochet needle. And because I'm left-handed, finding someone to show me is always fun. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Carmine Lake. Where are you? No. Nope. Where would you be? Got to find it. Maybe I didn't put it back. Oh, look, I didn't. Okay, Carmine Lake. All right, let's start doing some of this. So for all of those that have just come in, I'm playing with the Caran Dache Luminance portrait set. I just got sent them, and so I'm just playing with them for the first time. I'm not doing anything serious. I'm just having a play. Yeah. I should have sent it to Bea with the Stadler. She probably would have got more use out of it. It happens. Like you sit there and, you know, when the like the cheap shops get all of the knockoffs after winter, like not the knockoffs, but, you know, the extra stock after winter, and you're like, yeah, I'll just grab them. I'll do something with them. And yeah, I didn't. All right, natural russet. Yeah. It's like all of my craft projects that, you know, are down in the boxes going, love me, remember me. So my cross-stitch kits all just sitting there, still unopened. You would actually enjoy, Bea. I've got when I was like, well, when we were like a teenager, there was a cross-stitch monthly magazine thing that would come out, and it'd come out with a little cross-stitch kit and then some different patterns and things and threads in it every month. And I'd save up my money from my job and I would get that. So I've got folders of these like random cross-stitch kits and patterns downstairs that I still haven't got rid of, because one day I'll do them all. All right, let's go in with Terra Cotta. Not the Fox collection. I don't even know what it was called. I'd have to actually, you know, And they come in big grey folders, like you'd buy the folders and it'd come and you put them in each monthly thing. But I can't remember. What they were called. All right, then I'm going to go in with Herculaneum Red. Kept unpicking, I know. Oh, ask me. Okay, you make me feel a little bit better. Yeah, long stitch, did some of them. And oh, I forgot this one over here. And what's worse, right? I sat there once and for my brother, I did a tapestry, like actual tapestry stitch. This tapestry of these Japanese fans, and it had gold thread through it as well. And it took, I'd say 200 hours or more. And I think it's been eaten by the rats in a box underneath his stairs. I'm like, yeah, you could have given it back to me. If you didn't want to hang it up, I would have had it. But no. I'm like, man, all of that effort put in and nothing back. All right, I'm going to go back in with those colours on repeat now. So we're going back in with the Carmine Lake, which I'm just going to put a tip on. Oh, I've got so many gonna do's. I'm gonna one day. I'm gonna do it. Telling you, I'm gonna. Oh, funny. I've got a cross stitch, and it's only like a photo frame size cross stitch that's been in my bedside cabinet, or my bedside drawer, for what I would have to say 5 years. I think I've done like a tenth of it. And it's like, yeah, one day. You've been smashing out the crochet, but B, like, you're much more productive than I am. My problem is I get all of these like great ideas, and then I'm like, I get home and I'm like, F it. I don't want to. All right. Let's go in with Natural Russet. This reminds me of my grandmother's hair. My grandmother had curly auburn hair. My nana. But she had blue eyes. So much quicker than knitting. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'll at least do the arm crocheting, because I thought at least that might be quick. No, I've arm crocheted a couple of scarves, but that was fun. But a blanket, I think I over believed in myself. All right, Terra Cotta. I did a couple of scarves and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a blanket. No. Too much effort. Oh, yeah. I still have where's my mum's crochet blanket? Oh, she gave it to me. I remember her crocheting it when I was a kid. So when I was like 8 or so. And She actually gave it to me when I moved down here because she's like, no one else, not going to use it there. And so I bring it out. I know it's winter when I bring out the crochet blanket. And it is awesome. Okay, going in with the Herculaneum Red. And then back in with the light flesh 10%. 2 meters by 20. Oh my God. No. I remember it took my mum like the entire winter to crochet this blanket because she'd do it like in the evenings after she come home from work. It's actually really pretty. Well, that's not too bad, Tammy. I worked it out the other day. I've got 10 left for my light fast. And now I have 76 luminance. Oh, no, Danny. Don't you love that? Basically, probably too cold to go outside. Actually, it's not 70s, browns, yellows, and greens because it would have been the 80s. But it is. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Look. No. Oh, there it is. But you got to remember that this blanket now is over 30 years old, and it's still just ignore the Casper hair. Don't let my mum see that there's Casper hair on it. She made me promise that I wouldn't go anywhere near it. But it is still in, like the pigment has never faded. Like she used good wool, and it's massive, like massive blanket. Oh, that's a patty. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I don't know how she did it. I'm like, oh, I got no time for that. All right, let's go in and do some curls. So going back in with the, what was I using? Carmine Lake, my dark one. Oh, it is. It's beautiful and so warm. Like, oh, it's incredible and heavy. You just feel snuggled up in it. All right, where am I going to think? That's going to catch the light. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself how I'm going to spin these curls. Yeah. Mine's like, yeah, yours is larger wool. Yeah, I don't think they had I don't think there was many options. And I'm from a country town. I don't think there was too many options that she had available to her at the time. You know, small country town. It was kind of, these are the options at the shop, and that's what you're going to get. Natural russet. But yeah, I love that blanket. It's like, yeah, awesome. I would love to see it. Are you going for 70s orange and greens and browns? or a bit more modern? No, oh, dark purple. Stop. Yeah, I'll show Em that and she'll be like, I want it. All right. Terra Cotta. Yeah. Oh, you're closer than Em. Yeah, you'll probably get it first. Just send that drone over and pick it up. All right, hold on. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, I love that color. That is actually, so this is the, oh, closed on me. This is the color, and that is the color purple that's in Em's room with grey. So she'll take that, thanks. It's a nice color. Are you going to variate the colors, or are you going to do it just one color? Does it look nice with some greys through it, or blacks? Nice. Oh, curved flicks are hard. All right, next one is the Herculaneum Red. Oh, okay, all the same color. Yep, fair enough. Well, kudos to you, because I just know me. I'd be sitting there going, oh, when's this color ever going to end? It's kind of how I am with cross stitch. That if I'll pick a color, and I'm like, if I can at least get this color done, I've done something. I've achieved something. And then, I get to move on to a new color. So I feel like I got something different going on. But okay, back in with light flesh 10%. All right, let's start over. Carmine Lake. I will tell you, these layer beautifully. And they fill the tooth nicely too. Like I said, this is a toothy paper. And I'm not surprisingly, I'm not pushing too hard. And they are filling it nicely. Oh. Marilyn's like, I don't know, writing something. She's probably got my problem in the morning where it's like brain not computing with thumbs. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. It's like they're hard. Like, that's all right. All right, let's go in with the natural russet. I just like, now I'm like, all I've got in my head is how can I make these colors work with my light fast? I'm like, 200 pencils of just pure goodness. Yeah, my certainly don't with mine either. Ask Mona, who I kicked out the other day because of my stupid fat fingers. All right, Terra Cotta. Herculaneum Red. See, I'm starting to remember the names now. Woo! You prefer curved flicks to straight flicks? I'm a straight down the line kind of girl. All right, and then light flesh 10%. That kind of looks all right, I think. All right, we'll do this curl, that curl, and then we might do something else. Does it just looks like my Nana? I'm just looking at her, just going, you look like my Nana. And I've got this photo of my Nana, and she's wearing green, and with her auburn hair, and it's just bringing back memories. You know what I meant. Right, maybe there, like there. Let's go here. All right. Natural Russet. I'm going to put a tip back on this one. Oh, yeah, Patrick's hair. I was thinking that. He might be, yeah, he might be that just touched that tad darker auburn. Yeah, but it's just that, oh, geez. It's the hairstyle and everything. It just reminds me so much of that photo. All right, what have I got now? Terra Cotta. And it's like my granddad in his army uniform after he'd returned from World War II. Ooh, I've got you thinking. I'm just also thinking of you with your ADHD. You're going to be like, I'm bored. I don't want to do this no more. If at least you have a different colour to mix in. It might kind of, because I just know what I'm like too. I'm shocking at that kind of stuff. If I don't have if I don't have an end point to aim to, like, you know, I'm just going to finish this colour off and then I can start something new, then it feels fresh in my mind. I don't know. It just might be me. All right, going back. Carmine Lake. Oh, you nice, Angie. Because you're using pure wool, aren't you, Belinda? Like you're not using the synthetic. So like it'll be like a really good one. Yeah. Oh, I just know me. I'm like, all right, going in with Natural Russet. You can definitely tell these are a wax pencil butt because you do start to feel that wax. I just did Terra Cotta. What are you doing? Have I done Terra Cotta? I don't even know what I'm up to now. I don't know. Let's go in with Terra Cotta. We'll just pretend I know what I'm doing. But I can feel a little bit of the wax slip. All right. Herculaneum Red. All right, and then light flesh, 10%. really nice hair colour. I like that. Alrighty. Okay. Let's get on to something else. Something else. Just thinking. It hurts, so don't judge me too much. Do I want to do a hat or do I want to do a shirt? Oh, of course I'm using pressure. It's me, Angie. It's only in the top section where I was putting the Carmine Lake. All right. I'm just trying to think what to do. Yeah, I've got no idea. Let's go for a blue, like a navy blue jacket. What do you reckon? That sounds like the plan, Jan. Okay. So let's get those colours out. And all right, what have I got? No, I don't want you. Don't want you. I want you. Page up. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Angie. Oh, it's acrylic? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go in. This is Ultramarine. I'm just going to run a light layer everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. To me, I'd go purple, that purple, a grey, like a lighter kind of charcoal, and then a deep charcoal or a black. I reckon. And then send it up here for Emily. So no way is this meant to look good. I am literally just putting an undercoat down. I felt like I was painting then, putting my undercoat on. Can you see? Hold on. Might have to bring you back a little bit because I can't go any further forward. I'm like, so that's part of it. I'm confused. Like, how does this jacket... it doesn't make sense. I'm struggling. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what this... I'm like, Because that looks like the tie-up for the jacket. It's her pants? Okay. But then why would... That looks like the edge of the other side of the jacket, wouldn't it be? And what would that... Oh, is that just hanging loose? So like the trim of the jacket? I don't know. Don't know. And that, I thought that might have been like loopholes, but it doesn't work as a belt because it goes over there. So therefore it can't be loopholes. So it must be like stripy like that. Or unless that's a cropped jacket. Could be a cropped jacket and that's her shirt tucked into her pant. No, because that's... Does it matter? Yes, it does matter. All right, I'm going to just make this navy as well. And she's got a pantsuit on. And that's her shirt from up there tucked into her pants. I don't know if that's right, but whatevs. I don't know. All right. All right, I'm going to look at Enanderthrone Blue. You could have been at the last button on a jacket. Yep, that's me. It's me every winter after eating chocolate. Well, just in general. I'm like, I don't know. Now I'm like, I want to look. Hold on. Let's have a look. Let's go Hannah Lynn. Let's go to, oh, no, close. Discard the post. Let's go to your albums. If you weren't aware, Hannah Lynn has all right, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, look, see? If I had the bigger image, it's part of her pants. Ah. And that's still part of her jacket. Okay. All right. Okay, that's working for me. I can work with that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's when it's like the bigger image, you can see that as part of the pants, the zip. That must be about, all right. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. Okay, I've got it. I'm all over it, people. All over this. I'm not, but I'm going to pretend I am, okay? All right. Maybe I should have had a look at those photos before I started on this image. Maybe. Should have. Did I? No. Just trying to think where the light will be hitting her. The light will be hitting her there. So this will be shaded. Yeah, I know. But it needs to make sense to me too. Otherwise, I'm like confused in my head as to what I am actually doing. And then it's hard to envisage kind of how I should lay it down. So I need to know. See, this would be shaded by the... Oh, yeah. You got a medical reason for it. I'm just clueless. All right. Okay. Yeah. If I can't work out something, it plays on my head, Danny, and then I just can't. It stops. It puts a block there as to how I'm going to finish it. All right, let's highlight her derriere. That'll be catching some of the backlight. So I'm literally just laying colours down here just so I've got an idea what I'm doing. All right, and then I got in dark indigo. Never figured out what it was, yeah. And it's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll just go, I pretend I didn't see it. I don't know what it is and colour over it. Raya! You'll be here listening? No worries. That's all right. It is what it is. You don't have to chat all the time. Now, sometimes I just lurk in stream and, you know, it is that, exactly that. I don't even let people know I was there. Because I'm not up to the chatting either. We all have those moments. You're tired. So you should be really seeing this tooth in my paper with this these colours. She'll get there. We will cover up. Yes, we definitely understand. We're all sitting here in a similar age bracket. Well, not all of us, but a chunk of us. You get it. Yeah, and that's it too, mate. Sometimes I'm like that. But a lot of the time I'll chat for a while, but then, you know, I'll be like, I've got to go for a shower, I've got to do that. So I just go into lurk mode and disappear. It's that kind of or a lot of the time I'm just colouring, and so I'm kind of in the zone and I'm colouring along, and then I'll hear something and I'll be like, I'll pop up and I'll put my little 2 cents worth in. I'll be like, yeah, this is what I think. I'm still here. And then I'll disappear again. You know, because I like to be heard. All right, let's start doing some more layering. So back in with the, what am I using? Indanthrone blue. All right, let's all decide for Belinda what she is going to do with her blanket. I love when I do this to people. Oh, that's the original one. Oh no, yeah, that one. That one is what I'd go. And then, and if you went a lighter purple, that might work too. But me, I'd probably go that one and a black. But that's just me. But the navy could work. Now you've got me thinking, because you did the navy. And I'm like, that could work. Like the purple, the navy, and the grey. That could be nice as well. Because then you've got a little bit more, you know, options decor-wise. Throwing a bit of navy in there. I don't know. No, it's not that she doesn't trust you. She's just, I'm the same. I want like 5 million opinions. It's like, what do you think? And then I end up going with my gut instinct anyway. Usually. I can be swayed a little bit. No, I never thought your taste was bad. You don't know my taste. I'm a bogan Queenslander, remember? My gosh. What are you asking me for advice for? Luckily, I didn't say flannel. Just make it out of flannel. Should be right. Yeah, bogan. That's what I am, man. Think about it. You know what I do in this case, B, is I dream about it. So I'll have it there, and now that the thought's in my head, I'll dream about it, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night and we go, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let your subconscious decide, because it already knows what it wants. It's just needs to be able to take over when you're sleeping to tell you what you want. All right. No. Yeah, I am an odd Queenslander in the fact that I don't follow rugby league at all. Ultramarine, but I heard they got thrashed last night. And Townsville's so I'm from a country town near Townsville, but once I went to uni and things, I lived in Townsville most of my life. So I've lived in Townsville the most of anywhere. And it was getting played up there last night. So everyone on my Facebook is like talking about being at the state of origin and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I couldn't care less. And then I saw this morning that we got thrashed, and I went, cool. I used to say I went for the Blues just to annoy people, being a North Queenslander. I've got Uggs on my feet. So, yeah, I've got the Ugg boots on. I did have Harry Potter slippers, but they weren't keeping my legs warm enough, so I transferred over to the Ugg boots. Because I've got floorboards. I've got wooden floorboards, and there's like icicles on my feet, and it was going through my slippers. Yeah, flat out. Bogan asked me. Have I not talked about the fact that I'm basically a manly female? Although my underwear, not my underwear, my pajama pants have high heels and handbags on them and lipstick. So that's girly, and they're pink. So that makes up for it. Oh, neat. Lace up Uggs. That sounds awesome. Too hot. Oh, yeah. You're colder than me, and I'm like, no. I asked earlier, but you might have missed it. Did you end up getting snow, Aspie? Because I know Rosalind got some. I was wondering whether you did. She had to try it. Yeah, I'd be hard to try it. Watch out. Whoa, the Aspie's coming. All right. So let's go in and start again. Dark indigo. Oh, I've got to sprinkle it mainly sleet. Okay. Yeah, I heard about a whole lot of people driving down to Stanthorpe because they thought Stanthorpe might have got snow, and I'm like, it's a 6-hour drive. I could do it. I might get to see it. But, yeah, I'd do that and it'd just be no good. So I'm like, nah, don't be silly. I was always hot until I lost 80 kilos. And my body's never adapted, I think, like from the shock of losing all of its insulation. And now I'm not as bad as some people, but I'm certainly not like I used to be able to do. But then, early onset menopause, whew, I get hot sometimes. Waking up in the middle of the night going, kicking the blankets off, going, yep, nope. Went to Orange and snowed through the evening. Oh, really? Awesome. I know. I feel the same way, Belinda. You sit there and go, you can get them so cheap now. But like I just showed you, I've got that blanket that my mum made over 30 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like there's something about them that it's different, because you know that it was a handmade one. And like, there's no way a blanket bought from Spotlight would still be good after 30 years. That's the way I look at it. You're like, you sit there and go, in 30 years' time, Alicia might be sitting in a position like this, showing off the blanket that a mum crocheted, and she remembered a mum crocheting. And I know those kind of things make it, they do matter. Like I can still picture her sitting in the lounge room with the balls of wool and doing it. So all right. Yeah. And that's it too. Like we all do this, one, to get that creativeness out of us, whatever we do craft-wise, because we're all, have those different kind of things, and to throw in blue. So it's an outlet for that, but it keeps our hands busy. Like, it's something for us to physically grasp and do. And I think that's a big thing as well, that we need that focus on something. Because if I just let my mind wander and wasn't focusing on something, I get dangerous. I think the acrylic will last. Like most, because you've got good quality acrylic. Like you haven't gotten like the, $2 balls from the cheap shop. You've actually invested in decent stuff. So I can't see why it wouldn't. So I can't see why it wouldn't last. And I mean, let's get real, it's synthetic. Synthetic nearly weighs out everything. Yeah, that's exactly it, Claire. It's those kind of things. I've got a crocheted, the kind of things that you throw over the top of a singlet on a cool day, but it's not a cardigan, but it doesn't have, like, it's not button up, it's a throw over, but it's got like a really wide neck, so it kind of goes off the shoulder kind of thing. And I wanted that when I was a teenager, and I got that from my nana, and I still have that hanging in my cupboard, and I wear it every winter. Well, now that I fit into it again, I wear it every winter because it reminds me of my nan. And I do. I think those things matter. But a cardie I got from Kmart, I'm like, a couple of seasons in, I'm like, oh, that can go to the op shop. But you won't be seeing me throwing out that thing that my nana made. All right. Let's go in with that ultramarine again. Yeah. And that's like, you know, I've got some patchwork quilts. And I've got a patchwork quilt that is legit a patchwork quilt that I made, like the good old-fashioned square ones from scrap material. And in that scrap material that my mum had, I made it when I was like a teenager, is material from things I wore when I was a baby and all of that kind of stuff. And it's, you know, it's getting thread worn and stuff now, but luckily it's patchwork quilt. I just patch it up. But I'm never going to get rid of that. But a Duna cover from Spotlight, and I've had it for a few years, and I'm like, I'm over it. I'm going to toss it out. Yeah. There's something special about that stuff. So whilst we could go Spotlight and get one, it's not the same. Well, I don't think so anyway. All right, I feel like I've put 1,000 layers on this, so let's see what this blender thingy does. I'll do it down here. Oh. And it's funny, like I'm actually not like a hugely sentimental person in the fact that I don't have, I don't keep cards and have a million photos and things. But it's those kinds of things that I do have. Like I've got in my china cabinet, I've got the glasses that we always used to use when I went to my nana's, and we would have Splash Spiders. Splash was just a soft drink that was made in my hometown, Splash Cola. And so basically like Coke Spiders. And we'd have them occasionally at my nana's, and we'd always have them in these glasses. And I just had the glasses in my china cabinet. I was lucky enough to get them when she passed. And I will never get rid of them, but I don't use them. But they're just, I don't know, it's those memories. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Those things matter more. Like I have hanging up in my room one of the first paintings Georgia ever painted. It's not going to be a museum piece at any time soon, but it is. Will I ever get rid of it? No. Oh, Nan's cookie jar. Yeah, I got the Splash Cola cups. I was like, yeah. All right. Yeah, they are. But what it was is I wanted to try these pencils, and I didn't want to try it out on, like, put all this work into something, and I wasn't sure how they worked. And I'm like, I'll just do a henna Lynn. But yeah, they're all the same faces. But I got Ali's, Anastasia Caldereva's PDF pack. I bought it, and I'm like, whoo, I want to do some of them. And then you with your PDF discount today with Grazia. And I'm like, oh, I've been looking at those Mandela women for a long time. And I'm like, oh, I like them all and not enough time. Oh, in the shape of a monk. How cute. The Grazia Salvo. Oh, have you not seen that, Belinda? So Anastasia put on her Instagram the other day. If you email her, she's got a 7-pack of, hold on, I'll show you. She's got a seven from Nocturne, 7 from Serenity, and 7 from, I can't remember what the other one is. So 21 in total, not Amarantine or whatever her latest one is. But, you know, it's a fortune to get them down here. But she put a PDF package together. Hold on. I'm getting it up. Anastasia, finding the folder. Okay. All right. Hold on. It's loading. It's taking a while. All right. I'm just going to keep coloring while it's loading, because it's a big document. It's 100 meg, the document. Like, she's put it in high quality PDF. Let's put it that way. What did you got? Which PDF pack? The Mandala women, or are you talking? Did you? Because you also were getting that pack from Angie. You were getting the pack from Ellie, weren't you? Hold on, it's still loading. All right, here we go. All right, so it's coming in. So we've got 7 designs from Mysteria, 7 designs from Nocturne, and 7 designs from Serenity. And so they're all a PDF version. So, like, I love that one. Yeah. So, and I'm like, and then you're talking about Grazia's today, and I'm like, oh, it's killing me. I don't have enough time for all of this. I've got so many things. Yes, and that's the way to get it, Claire, because it's just so expensive to get it from, like, the actual physical books from Etsy and stuff. It costs so much money in postage. So when she come out with this PDF, I'm like, yep. So you just got to email her, and then it's $15 US. Idiot me paid $15 Australian. She sent me an email and she goes, you paid me in Australian dollars. And I went, yeah, that's probably not enough. So I had to send her a little bit extra. But yeah, so, and then she'll email you the PDF. So you can't buy the PDF through her Etsy store. You've got to PayPal her the money, and she'll email you with it. But yeah, so I'm like, thanks, Angie. So I'm like, yeah. So I got me some of them, which is good too, because then I can just print it on my own paper. Yep, you got it. Sorry. Well, you enabled me this morning. I'm enabling you. That's what we do. We share the love. We share the love around. But it was Angie that told me because I'd missed the Instagram post. So it's Angie's fault. Yeah, exactly. See, I don't have any of her books because I have an issue with paying shipping. And I'm like, nope. And I think you can get it on Amazon paper, but I don't want that. Like, there's no real point. I just like PDF versions. I prefer the PDFs because it takes up less room. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, so for me, Tavorna, I like Canson drawing paper. That is, so that's what I'm using now, but it is toothy. Like it's not an easy, it's not an easy paper to work with, but I like what I can do with it because it's versatile for like different kinds of things that I do. So it depends on whether you're like a smooth paper girl or a not smooth paper girl. But I've been working on recently this. So I've got this one here. The other one's put away. But this is the Fabriano paper. So it's not as toothy as Strathmore. So it's kind of in between, but it's not smooth. It's really nice. I like it. I'm not a huge smooth paper person. It's easier, but I haven't tried the quill board. No. Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, Canson's not the toothiest. Oh, no, not by far. But it's got a nice tooth to it. But like I'll use cardstock if I'm going to be using markers and things like that, like the smoother papers. But I actually prefer, if I'm going to really spend some time with pencil, I like the tooth. And because I like to use pastel, so I like to use my pan pastels and stuff a lot, I like the toothy paper because it grips pastels better. I've heard about the Bourne papers, Aspie, that they're actually not too bad. Okay. I'm going to be like trying all these papers and pencils. I'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing. To be honest, I got the Canson stuff because it was, I don't know whether it was being discontinued at Office Works or whatever, but I got it so cheap that I bought like heaps of packets of it. So I make it work for me. Yeah, it is an even tooth. You know what? Just because I can and I'm trying these pencils. Yeah, well, I've heard the coloured pencil paper is really toothy. See, I've got the mixed media paper and that's like it's thicker, but I don't think it's as toothy as a coloured pencil paper. So I'm like, all right. Sorry, I'm just going in with some solvent because I'm just curious to see how it reacts with that. Because I like in actual coloured pencil work, I use solvent. Oh, she works nice with solvent. Look at that. Look at how it melts. See, this is why I like toothy paper. Because I can build up all of these layers and come in with a solvent and it just gives so much. And I've not seen a lot of colorists that tend to use the solvent. And I'm like, man. Which is because they don't like toothy paper. And I'm like, yeah, I love the Cancer Intense on the backside. Yep, absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Minerva. Oh, it works so nice with solvent. Getting Strathmore is so hard in Australia. I found most art stock, like actual art stores, physical art stores, don't stock it for some reason. I don't know whether it's like, you know, too expensive for them to stock it or whatever. You know, some of the online stores do. But yeah, I like that Fabriano sand. It's a nice one. You think using hold it up to the light, Danny, because you'll see the difference. Oh, look how good that is. Sorry. Just like, yum. Yum, yum. Yeah, yeah. See, the Canson drawing, it doesn't have a backside and a front side. They're both sides pretty much the same. Is that why? Yeah, like I've noticed a lot of people don't, like even my art store here, like a lot of them just don't stock Strathmore. So I'm like, all right. And, I love that. Sorry, that's like, All right, now I've got to think about what I'm going to do with these pants. I think I'm going to dark purple them. How about we do that? Let's go in with Bleu de Nains, basically blue violet. Yeah, the hot press, the Montmartre hot pressed is actually really good. I buy that too for M. Do you know what's not too bad for just colouring? I wouldn't use it for art. Is the Kmart hot pressed, the Kmart watercolour paper. It's actually not bad. I wouldn't do it for a painting, but for just doing a colouring page with watercolour, it's pretty good. Like the backside. Like it. All right, that's going to go back in with dark indigo. Let's work with what we've got. Oh, it's mainly like because M uses the watercolor paper, because she mostly colors using watercolor. So, and I'm a type butt. I'm like, Kmart, you'll do. We got a 90s denim on denim going here. What do you reckon? No, might throw some black in. No, let's see how dark I can get it without putting a black on it. Nice. It's nice. See, I'm telling you, upper middle class bacon right here, just so you know. All right, I'm going to cheat a little. I'm going to take some Prisma Black. All right. I miss my last house here had a fireplace. I mean, I used it like 5 times a year, but oh, it was so nice. Look at that. You're burning up. Hey, Renee. How's it going? You're going to need a fan soon. Thinking it might be Audie time. Ah, whoop whoop Perth. Oh, okay. He's like far north. Yeah, okay. See, I moved down to southeast Queensland. I went where the posh people go. It's like, yeah. All right. So let's think about this top. Let's go yellow and like a red. What do you reckon? Let's just make a clash. I'm like, why not? It's all about, for me, it's all about rainbow. I'm not trying to actually make it St. Paddy's, so let's do something different. Everyone else does it green. I'm like, I don't want to do it green. No. Actually, I might put a bit of green into it because I want to give her a green hat. So if I put a bit of green into there, then it matches. So that might be the plan. Yeah, Jan? What do you reckon? So let's go with Chromium Oxide green. In these stripes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You still haven't tried the Ergo Self? Yeah. And I don't know, like, they're lovely, but I honestly just don't think they're worth. Yeah. As much as I think they're nice, I struggle with the cost of them. All right, I'm just going to go in with, where's that dark green? Dark green. Dark phthalocylene green. Phthalocylene green. All right. Yeah, they're not that lovely. Posh Queenslanders. Yeah, I could be posh if I tried. But I'm a North Queenslander. That's the difference. Country North Queensland here. I think that was Casper telling me my time's nearly up, which I think it is. I am. I'm actually gone over. No one's told me I've gone over time, people. All right, going in with the verdigris. Oh, so I'm not overtime, but I've been on for over 2 hours. I mean, there's no overtime as such. I don't get paid for this. Wish I got paid for this. No. I don't feel like a job. I'm like, okay. All right. I think I really want to use yellow, so I'm going to. All right. Let's go with middle cadmium yellow. No, I don't want to go all night. All night long. All night long. This was just meant for me to have a play with these pencils. I used to live in LA Beach. Oh, nice. Nice. When I worked for a pharmaceutical company, my territory was from Bowen up to like the tip kind of thing. So I used to go to Cairns and stuff all the time. Angie used to be in Cairns. Oh, good night, Andrew. Sleep well. Rug up. Yeah. They are the Loomies, Renee. Someone, they don't want to be named, sent me the portrait set plus 4. No, I feel a bit fancy. This bogan's feeling a bit fancy up here with all of these fancy Loomies. It's like, oh. Yeah, I heard you say that the other day, Belinda, that you've only been out. You haven't been out of Victoria much. I haven't been to Canberra and I haven't been to Tasmania. But I've been everywhere else, so all the other states. Been to Perth and stuff. Been New Zealand, been Japan. My ex-husband was from Adelaide, so we used to go to South Australia quite a bit. Nice, Andrew. Enjoy them. Once you start, you never stop. That's the problem. I keep buying things too. Posh pencils for the posh Queenslander. That's right. That's right, man. I'm posh. I'm posh here. Look at that. I'm using fancy posh pencils. Oh, I like that yellow. Oh, should I do the scarf the same color? Like, no, let's clash her. Let's do a scarf and then I'm going to finish. Let's go orange and purple for the scarf. Why not? I want to use all the pencils. Right. Let's go in with no more eBay. Nope. Wait till you get on AliExpress. Whew. AliExpress got some of my money today. Pencil cases. You got to keep buying pencil cases for the pencils. Oh, you live in Canberra? Nice. Yeah, I want to get there. That's one of the places I'd like to go. And I'd love to go to Tasmania. Hey, Turtle, how's it going? Everyone's starting to wake up in the States as I'm starting to think about nodding off into Never Neverland. This is because I've gone over time. The Americans are coming in. No. I'm kidding, by the way, please. Well, that's it. It's all about rainbow. All right, I'm going in with Quinacridone Purple now. Yeah. I'm an early to bed, early to rise kind of woman. It's kind of sad. Although I was a little bit late in B's stream today because I may have had intentions of watching it, and I've come home from taking the girls to school and hopped back in underneath the blankets, and Winchester's curled up and Casper's curled up, and before I know it, I may have fallen back asleep. All right. Let's go in with Hibiscus Pink. So what I've got? Yeah. And then I woke up and I went, oh. Oh, wow, Claire. That is awesome. So many great stories and memories you must have. Yeah. Amazon and now Anonymous. Yeah, well, if you go down to don't come join out my Facebook group. Mary's in my Facebook group, which is linked down below, which is called Pencil Hoarders Unite, because we're not a very good support group. We may encourage the continued purchase of pencils and art supplies in general. Yeah. It's an addiction I like. My bank balance doesn't, but that's okay. All right, let's bring it on out. Oh, see it, the yawns have started now. Okay, how are we going? There we go. No, I've gone too far. See, trying to be all fancy, and I'm like, let's drop the light a little bit so you can see her. There we go. Yeah, I know. And that's hence why I had to buy 3 new pencil cases today, and I've got to rearrange my bedroom because I need another shelf for the pencil cases just for me to look at. Or to sniff. Oh, yeah, totally. These Wood Isle of Bunnings. They're great. But, see, I've started. It's time for me to go. Thank you for those that popped in. That was a bit of fun playing with the Lumies. I can definitely see them working really nice with the light fast. I think they're just going to be a lovely combination together. So that is definitely going to be on the cards, I think. Mixing those together. Oh, see, I got to go. Once I start, I'm done. All right, thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been really lovely. All right, our wild Friday night Aussies. Woo! Party hard. Okay. All right. Have a good day, night, everyone, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.